Alright, this is my very first MK11 YouTube upload. Very excited about it because my Shao Kahn, I think, is about a week old and has gotten to a healthy place. Not perfect by any stretch, but a place I feel comfortable showing. So you see me punishing that forward 3/4 string from Liu Kang, which I was really happy about because I just labbed that after not punishing successfully after playing against Liu Kang in a recent local. And you see me sort of waiting now for Liu Kang to jump, and then I totally get bodied by the jump kick instead of anti-airing it. Of course, Shao Kahn has an amazing anti-air in standing 1, but I just, failed to utilize it correctly in that case. And now I am in the corner against Liu Kang, which is terrible, but thankfully I read that the pressure is not close enough, allowing me to get at that jump kick, which leads to huge damage, one of the things I love about Shao Kahn. Honestly, I should have spent both bars to do even more damage to Liu Kang there, because now I am back in the corner, and this is, of course, not looking good for me. I was actually trying to do the down 2 crushing blow, which would have been a huge mistake, honestly, sort of a waste of a crushing blow, since it was so close to death. I should have just done the 1/4 punish, like I did at the beginning of the round. But I end up taking it with the throw, and now I'm not in the corner. I've got the Dark Priest buff. I'm feeling good about life. Of course, I'm desperately wanting the Annihilation to hit, which will allow for the crushing blow. And I get it right here. I'm feeling amazing, and then I lose it right before the hammer connects, so I don't get the crushing blow. But, I still get the throw on Liu Kang's wake up. And then looking to remedy my previous mistake of not spending, all my bar to get all the damage I can, and I drop the second shoulder in that previous combo. However, things are still looking okay for me. I get this punish here, flips out, he's out of bar, and then of course he neutral ducks, because when you're out of bar, you neutral duck and down 2 into crushing blow. But, didn't get the full damage off of it, so I stay in the fight. I don't know why on earth I got hit by those 2 fireballs. No, I'm dead. You see me using that leap to try to get on a fireball. Obviously, it may not seem like it works well from that shot, but one of the reasons I wanted to upload this particular match is not only because it's my first ranked match after the season ended, the first season, but because you're going to see me actually do that successfully a couple times. I feel it is a good option against those low fireballs. You see me again desperately trying to get Annihilation, off of a down 1 cancel into Annihilation, but blocks it. Doesn't fully punish me though, and I'm lucky enough to get out of the corner, putting him in the corner. You see me going for the plus frames off to a forward 4, but gets hit by it. Didn't want that. I wanted the pressure. And then does a flying kick, which is a little crazy, a little wild from the player, but hey, all good. I know you still might be thinking this leap is terrible against projectiles because he keeps getting hit out of it, but I promise you this is going to be success later on. You see me getting totally beaten out though at the end there, taking the hits, losing not only that round, but of course that whole first match. So things aren't looking good for me, but let's see how the next one goes. And we are on to game number 2. So you see me being a little patient there at the start of game number 2. You see me doing a raw shoulder. Incredibly foolish. I am so lucky that the Liu Kang did not punish me fully. Again, probably, just a bit of matchup unfamiliarity, which is understandable. You see me punishing the forward 3/4 with my 1/4, and, I'm starting to think, oh, I should, cash out my damage, and then I drop the combo. Again, we see that neutral dunk into Liu Kang's crushing blow. And suddenly I go from, kind of being in control, kind of hitting him with two different combos, to now being way low on life, getting incredibly frustrated by the forward 3/4. Obviously, if Liu Kang does not cancel that forward 3/4 into a special move, he is hella plus, and I shouldn't be pressing anything, but I did. Again, massive mistake by me. Throwing that shoulder into him doesn't fully punish me. I'm just getting very lucky here, and I'm also playing very poorly at the start of that round. I promise it does get better. So as we see Liu Kang putting me back into the corner, where I have no desire to be at all, but he keeps going for those cancels, and I keep punishing him for them. Putting him in the corner, he puts me back in the corner. Here we see him actually backing off, which again shouldn't be doing, should be pressuring me in the corner, but I'm able to get out. I'm able to do a forward 3/4 to do some damage to him. Obviously big whiff on his part. He really had the match. He read that I was going to do the throw, he neutral ducked it, but he did his down 2 too late, and honestly he shouldn't have been doing down 2. He should have been doing forward 3/3 to get the full combo, but He doesn't do that. A little bit of a scramble happens. I use the fatal blow. Suddenly, we've got ourselves a game, right? It's 1-1. Back into it, doing the trades with projectiles, which of course is in Shao Kahn's favor. One of the things I really enjoy about Shao Kahn, one of the reasons I'm playing him, because he's a little bit of an anti-zoner in certain matchups. You don't see me get a full combo off of this Annihilation, but, you know, still with that life lead, just by a hair, and pressuring him in the corner, which I'm feeling good about. I go ahead and do the jump kick over because it's worth it, because I can get, 31% damage and put him back in. Sweep, such a good way to punish. Obviously I could have gotten more damage off of a standing 1-4, but I'm still feeling pretty good about this match, especially after that down 2. He's so close to death at this point. I only need a hit. I'm thinking, well, I can just do the leap into the amplification, chip him out, and I do. And now we are at 1 game apiece. My play is cleaning up a little bit. Obviously a lot of sloppiness on that particular one, and we'll look to remedy that in the next. We are at 1 game apiece now. You see me starting with that back 3, which I do like. It's a little risky because it's really negative, but the spacing is perfect if they stand there or jump, and then you get a 25% combo. So I love kicking off the match in that way. You see me looking to punish those projectiles with a leap, but didn't time it quite right. You see me pressuring with that forward 3 after the jump kick, which can be nice because, often after jump kick, people go for throws, and the forward 3 stops, them looking to counter your throw. Honestly, though, since you can fully, hit confirm after a forward 3, I should have done that. You see me getting a little risky there with that jump in, going for the 2-1 into the shoulder, meaning I didn't hit confirm the second hit of the 2-1, but I guessed that due to the matchup unfamiliarity that I had noticed from this Liu Kang, that he probably wouldn't know the second hit of that was a low. You see me getting a punish I'm so happy with there, and then I dropped the follow combo. One of the reasons I wanted to show this again is really to show that, Shao Kahn does have those answers against certain zoning in the form of the spear trades into the buff as well as the leap. I would have really loved to have gotten that full combo in the corner though, but still, feeling pretty good about my choices even though we're relatively even in life. Love this getting, buff damage on the throw because I had the hammer buff. Didn't get the full 20%, only 17% because it did die, part way through, but still, extra damage is extra damage. Just a little bit of footsies back and forth. You see me trying to jump after that, which is just silly because, I'm negative after that forward 2-1. Now I'm waiting. Yeah, you see me scouting for that shoulder, that raw shoulder. As a former sub player and Liu Kang, I do watch for when that can happen. I do look for reads that will mean I can hit, and it's great with him because you get a full combo. You see me eating the down 2 though, and then I serve it right back, and that's it. I won both of those rounds, meaning that I took the set after being down all the way you could go. I was 1 round away from losing against this Liu Kang previously, and I brought it back. Obviously, a big part of that were some of the decisions that this Liu Kang player made, a lot of failed punishes on their part, the fact that I just jumped into this match and was really rusty and made some bad decisions on my part, but, overall happy with some of the concepts that I was showing in this match and starting to do, and I want to do more of them. I've got a Kahn match after that, so moving into it. So my very next match after that Liu Kang player was a Kahn player, which I was really excited about. You don't see too many Khans, and I also play Khan. I play a lot of characters. You see me failing to punish the back 2-2 from Khan, which is, pure fraudulence. You can just absolutely interrupt it, or you can flawless block in a full combo if Khan decides to do the third hit on it. But this Khan pressuring me nicely, doing some real nice hits. You see me, reverse positions. But this Khan is using some nice pokes on me. I'm kind of backing away, just trying to get some space. That should have been a full punish from me. You see me trying to go for the optimal punish with Shao, using standing 4, but blocks it in time. You see, again, a very poor shoulder on my part. I'm getting lucky that my opponents are not full combo punishing that. It should have been game. I should have been dead right there. But I'm still in it because of, that mistake on my opponent's part. And, even at higher levels of play, opponents will make mistake. Not a mistake like that, of course. But, got to keep playing. You see me, again, going for that same sort of read that I did against the Liu Kang player, which is hoping for matchup unfamiliarity. Obviously that's, that's a very, that's a way to get very limited success. I can't be going for that a lot. You see me, sort of reading the throw attempts, forward pressure attempts, You know, Shao Kahn's jumping 3 or 4 so incredibly good. Not only because they're so hard to anti-air, because they're so, you know, big, but also because they lead to such high damaging combos. Despite me connecting with a couple of those, though, I am barely ahead, getting hit by the unblockable a couple of times, not reacting to it. It is, of course, very unsafe as, you know, Kahn to do, but Kahne's now using matchup unfamiliarity against me, even though I am familiar with Kahn. You know, I haven't played against enough Kahns to react to the usage of that unblockable yet. Nice job by that Kotal to really kind of space me out, and then, you know, kill me with the sun. I gotta say, it is incredibly satisfying to kill somebody with the sun. So just like the Liu Kang match, you see me totally losing my first one here, but we're not done yet. It's a set. It's 2 out of 3. So moving to our next game. Alright, let's see if I can step on my gameplay some, not rely on just, you know, unfamiliarity or gimmicks or, you know, poor choices on my part. So you see me starting with that back 3. Like I said, I really do like it as a starter. Not something to do all the time, but it does have its place, I feel. You see me using the 3-3 there. I'm sorry, the 4-4 from Shao Kahn. Really excited to hit that combo. Obviously did not get the finisher for it, but really excited. But you saw me use the 4-4 to get those plus frames. He's about +6, and that allowed me to get the grab. And then you saw me do the 1-4 into the leap to get a meterless combo, which I dropped the end of. But again, you know, basically concepts. I'm really trying to get a lot of conceptual things out into my actual matches, so then I can start to master them. You see me, you know, relying on neutral jump kick a lot there again, failing to get the follow-up. Just, you know, didn't input it in time. So that first round obviously went really, really well for me. This one's going pretty well too. If the opponent is far enough away, if they don't have, you know, a move that can stop you at full screen, going into your Dark Priest buff can be a good move. Really nice job from this Kotal player using the command grab, also not amplifying it so they can get the pressure. Hitting you with that unblockable, I am just not ready to react to it. It's as simple as that. You see me trying to down 2 to anti-air and completely losing. So, you know, around that was going decently for me. The Kotal just brings it all the way back. And now I am 1 round away from losing. Here, though, using that forward 4. And trying to get the combo, which is totally possible. I just messed it up. Honestly, terrible choice by me. Again, you see me getting so lucky that I am not getting punished. Obviously, these matches would be very different if I am. And I, of course, need to stop doing shoulder when it's obvious the opponent is blocking. Unless I'm going for a really crazy hard read. Speaking of reads, I've been reading that, like me, this player likes to jump on wake up. So you saw me using that standing 1 against a wake up. You see me using it again there to close out the match. So, you know, even though I had some poor play, the opponent didn't punish that shoulder and I was able to get the damage. Otherwise, honestly, it was that really the first round of that match that I was the happiest with. You know, my pressure, the combos, and, you know, very much getting that corner combo, even though it didn't fully happen. Me getting that corner combo, the series of events that happened in that first round, I was pleased with. And now we have one more game to see who wins the set. And now my final game against this Kotal player. The thing is, I know the Kotal player likes to use the unblockable. I know the Kotal player likes to jump on wake up. We see the Kotal using the forward 1-2-2 crushing blow, which they have not used the whole game. And then you see me getting hit by the unblockable, even though I kind of know it. Really good using the forward 1-3 from Kotal, I want to say. It's either forward 1-3 or forward 1-4. Which grants Kotal a low knockdown, which is nice because then you can command grab after it just like the Kotal did. You see some long range footsies, you see me going for the big damage and hitting my combos for a change. That Liu Kang match was my first match of the day, and so, you know, I'm still getting into a groove, hitting my stuff. I'm not winning by any stretch, but, you know, that was a mental win for me to be like, okay, you know, I'm hitting my combos, I got this. And then, of course, right after saying that, I drop the very obvious hit confirm of forward 2-1. But you can see my play a little bit, barely, a scotch improving. Love using that back 3 as a punish. You know, obviously there are other punishes that Shao Kahn has access to, but I do like that one in certain cases. You see me dropping the combo that happened after that, though, and then you see me doing the full string of the 2-1-2, which is completely safe. Getting hit by that unblockable. Yet again, me going for neutral jumps, which does not work against the back 2-2, and things are looking really grim for me, right? You know, this player only needs one more round to kill me. I'm messing up a lot of the opportunities that I get. You know, got a tech there, and now we're going to go into some damage. And I drop it. I drop it. So, you know, pretty poor play from me, but saved by the fatal blow, you know? So, obviously, you know, this Shao Kahn play of mine is mediocre, I would say, if I'm being, you know, kind of nice to myself. But like I said, there's some concepts and there's some ideas. There's a lot of failed execution, and so it's just working on getting that execution where it needs to be to align with the principles that I understand about this character. So you see me getting the buff, which I'm, you know, excited to use, and of course I eat the unblockable. Don't punish it. And I do get the neutral jump kick though, so that makes me really happy. I eat that down too, as I often do. Definitely need to work on that in my gameplay, honestly. Rewatching this and commenting it is going to help me remember that. I will also remember not to get it by unblockables. And again, you know, the match almost over. I am right near death. I'm in the corner. I don't have fatal blow. I drop the combo. I use the leap. A lot of people don't know that it's only -7, but now I'm getting that combo to come back to it, and I drop my follow-up. That was match, and I still managed to sneak it out. So once again, you can see poor play on my part, mistakes on my part, but I'm also not letting them, you know, mentally defeat me. I'm not, you know, saying, oh my goodness, I suck so bad for not finishing my combo, because, you know, you do that, then you're not concentrating, you lose the match. And I still win it. I still get it. Now, did I get it in the way I wanted? No. I wanted to finish that combo. I wanted everything to be clean, but this is what it looks like, you know, when you're not where you want to be with the character yet. I do have one more match, which will be against Jackie. So, next up. So, Jackie is, of course, considered to be a very good character, especially up close. If I was playing Sub-Zero Thin Ice or Liu Kang, I would look to just zone her. Obviously, Shao Kahn does not have that option, but I'm just loving Shao Kahn, and I only want to play Shao Kahn until I determine that a match is impossible to win. So I'm going for it. In this round, I am getting bodied so clean, so clean I'm getting bodied, that the person actually flawlesses me in the first round. While I was playing the match, though, I was honestly not getting frustrated. I was thinking to myself, okay, what are the tendencies of this Jackie? How often are they canceling after just the first hit of their string? How often are they going through it? I was really trying to read the patterns of this Jackie. You see me going for those neutral jump kicks, which, you know, I love. You know, they obviously can get beat out. I can't do it all the time, but I'm doing it too much, as you can see. And not because of me doing that too much, but because of, you know, solid spacing on the opponent's part. They hit me with a crushing blow. I do get a nice punish there, though, in the corner, looking for the big damage, because, like I said, you know, that Liu Kang match was my very first one. I started to remember, oh yeah, I need to go for full damage, and you see me gradually beginning to do that over the course of these matches. And now I'm doing it more. Of course, they rolled out of it, but, you know, hey, still some good damage, and because I had gotten them down low enough from, you know, choosing to use bars in that way, this fatal blow is going to do exactly what I need and close out that round. Leaving it 1-1, and me feeling, you know, all right, especially after getting flawless in the first one. So you see me trying to do a little bit of zoning. Obviously, you don't have too many options with that with Shao Kahn. You see me backing up to think about doing some plus frames after I just shown that I would zone, so kind of mixing up the zoning with the plus frames. You see me using the forward 2 after the back throw, because your spacing can be just about right for that, and I only use forward 1 to use it as a stagger, because his forward 1 is only -2. I'm ahead, but I'm getting mixed. You see me try to anti-air with Shao Kahn's wake up, and even though it's huge, it didn't get that job done for me. That was actually me trying to cancel into his shoulder charge to get the damage, which would have taken the match, but instead what came out was annihilation, because my you know, controls got swapped. What you saw there is something I really want to point out, which is me baiting his attack. So what I did was a close leap, amplified into the spear, because what you can do is you can amplify Shao Kahn's spear even on whiff, and that spear, you know, has great range. Now obviously risky, yes, absolutely, but because of the amount of life I had and because I knew it would kill, that, you know, I would bait the opponent into trying to kill me, I got the round out of it. Still more to come though. That was only the, you know, first game out of the 2 out of 3 set. And on to the next game. Let's see what sort of adjustments this Jackie player makes. I open with that neutral jump kick because, well, it's great. And you see me doing the full combo and hitting it all and getting 40%. And man, that feels good, especially after the drops that I've had previously. You see me again going for that back throw into the forward 2 pressure. And this round's going really cleanly for me. You know, getting to start with a 40% combo feels good, and you see me punishing that forward pressure and getting the flawless right back. So yeah, I'm pretty darn happy with that, getting the flawless after being flawless by this player. And I'm just getting more into my groove. You know, I'm feeling good after that, feeling good about being ahead. You know, this is not my first match of the night no longer, and you know, I'm feeling comfortable with Shao and the movement. Of course, choosing to flip out, trying to do a little bit of neutral jumping. Really, that Jackie should have converted the whole combo, so I lucked out there. You see me going for pressure after the back 4 because it's only -2, and a lot of people don't respect that fact. Again, you see me going for that neutral jump kick into damage. I dropped that one though. The down 4, so good for Shao because of the space it leaves. And Matt learned that courtesy of Video Games Yo. In fact, almost everything that I've learned about Shao Kahn is because of that awesome dude. So big shots to him. You see me baiting the fatal blow and then not punishing it. Wow. Wow. Right? Not the way I would want to win. You know, I would have loved to win from a nice, strong combo, but I do feel pretty good about the classic, and what I mean by the classic is, you know, you're in fatal blow range, you're both staring at each other, you give it about a second or 2, and then you do the fatal blow. Because, you know, you're waiting for the opponent to notice that you are not pressing any buttons, and they're like, okay, they're not pressing buttons, I will press buttons, and then of course that's when your fatal blow comes out. So didn't really want to win with a fatal blow, but you know, a win's a win. And those were my matches from the night. I did have one other match, but that opponent was a bit newer to the game, where, you know, these people that I was playing against all had, you know, positive records, seemed to know their characters pretty well. As I said, you know, previously, this is not stellar Shao Kahn play. You want to see the best Shao Kahn, watch Video Games Yo. Kid is amazing. I expect big things out of him. But I didn't want to wait to start uploading videos until my Shao Kahn was, you know, great. I don't know if I'll ever be as good as Video Games Yo, but, you know, I didn't want to wait until I was great. I want to show it when it was medium. You know, this Shao Kahn is not amazing. I'm making lots of mistakes. But I want to start here so you can see how that will change over time. And even just over the course of these matches, I hope you see my play getting cleaner. Yeah, there's still mistakes. Yeah, there's still combo drops, but not like there were in the first couple matches. And I'm really planning to dedicate myself to Shao Kahn. I've played a lot of characters in this game, been playing since game release, but only recently, this past week, have I really found a character I think matches my playstyle. I like the long range footsies. I like the anti-zoning. I like being able to do sort of a power-up state. I was pretty much a Kotal Kahn main in MKX, and that's a lot of what Kotal Kahn had there. Great long range footsies, plus frames, anti-zoning tools to a degree, right? Able to set up buffs. I played Blood God mainly, and so Shao Kahn feels really good, and I'm really excited to just grind with this character and get as good as I possibly can and upload videos to show that progression. I know a lot of people wonder, you know, how do you get better at this game? What does that look like? And I want to show what that is, at least for me. So this is, of course, my first upload. So if you have comments, reactions, anything at all, please feel free to share them below so I can make an even better video next time around. Thanks for watching.